Welcome to my channel. Let me ask you something. What if I told you that one small English habit can change your whole life? Not just your grammar, not just your vocabulary, but your confidence, your mindset, even your dreams. Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. You see, most people think English is just a subject from school, something to pass in exams, something boring or stressful. But I'm here to show you something different. I'm here to show you that English is not a subject, it's a tool. A simple tool that can help you become the person you've always wanted to be. I'm not saying you need to be perfect. I'm not saying you need to speak like a native speaker. No. I'm saying you need just one small habit. One small change repeated every day can transform your English and your life. Because when you speak one sentence in English, you're not just learning. You're training your brain. You're building your courage. You're saying, I believe in myself. You're preparing yourself for a job interview. You're preparing to travel the world. You're preparing to meet people from other countries. And most of all, you're preparing to never feel small again. So this is not just a video. This is your chance. Your chance to finally say, yes, I can learn. Yes, I can grow. So don't click away. Stay with me. Because I'll show you how just a few easy English habits can unlock the next chapter of your life. Simple, powerful, and made for beginners, just like you. And I promise, if you stay till the end, you'll walk away with tips that feel like magic. Let's begin your new life with English. Chapter 1. One English word changed my confidence. Let me take you back to a simple day. Nothing special. Just a regular afternoon. I was walking down the street in my town, feeling quiet, nervous, and unsure about my English. At that time, I barely spoke a word. I had learned English in school, sure, but in real life, my mouth stayed closed. I was afraid of making mistakes. I was afraid of people laughing at me. I was afraid of sounding stupid. Then something happened. I walked past a tourist. He looked a little lost. He stopped and asked someone for directions, but nobody helped. People just walked by. And then he looked at me. My heart started beating fast. He smiled and said, "Hello." Now I could have said nothing. I could have just walked away. But in that moment, I remembered the one English word I was sure about. I looked back, smiled, and said, "Hello." That's it. Just one word. But it changed everything. That one word felt like a small victory. It was like opening a locked door in my mind. I had always believed that I couldn't speak, that I wasn't ready, that I had to wait until I was fluent. But that, hello, told me something different. It told me I can speak. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying. And that's enough. The man smiled again. He asked me, "Do you speak English?" And again I said just one word, yes. I didn't give him perfect directions, but I helped him point to a sign. I smiled. He thanked me. We laughed. And then when he left, I realized something important. I was no longer afraid. That day, two simple English words, hello and yes, gave me more confidence than any grammar book ever did. They made me feel brave. They made me feel seen. And they showed me that fluency is not the goal, communication is. You don't need big words to build confidence. You just need small steps. One English word, spoken out loud. That's how it starts. After that day, I started practicing more. Not big speeches, just little things. I would say good morning to the shopkeeper. I would say sorry when I bumped into someone. I would say thank you when someone helped me. Each word became a brick. Brick by brick, I was building something new, a confident version of me. And that's why I'm telling you this story. Because maybe right now you feel the same. Maybe you've studied English for years but still feel scared to speak. Maybe you think your English is bad or not ready. But I promise you, it is ready. You don't have to wait until your grammar is perfect. You don't need 1,000 words to begin. You need one. So here's my first challenge to you. Say one English word today. Out loud. To someone. Maybe it's hello to a stranger. Maybe it's yes to a question. Maybe it's sorry or thank you in the middle of your day. It doesn't matter what word you choose. What matters is the feeling after. That little spark inside you that says, I did it. That's confidence. And that's how you grow. Let's not make English a mountain. Let's make it a road. And every word you speak is one step forward. Remember, I was afraid too. I was quiet too. I doubted myself. But one word opened the door for me. One word changed my confidence. And it can change yours too. So go ahead. Be brave. Speak one word in English today. And when you do, come back to the comments and tell me what word you used. I want to see it. I want to read it. And I want to celebrate it with you. Because that one word could be the beginning of your new life. Chapter 2. How I made English my friend, not my fear. For a long time, English felt like a heavy weight on my shoulders. It didn't feel like a language, it felt like a test. A test I kept failing. Every time I tried to speak, my mind would scream, what if I make a mistake? What if they laugh at me? What if I sound stupid? That fear was always there. It made me freeze. It made me silent. I would sit in class and know the answer, but never raise my hand. I would understand someone speaking, but be too scared to reply. And the worst part? I thought I was the only one who felt this way. But I wasn't. So many English learners feel the same. Nervous, embarrassed, judged. But one day I realized something that changed everything. English is not a person. It cannot hurt you. It cannot laugh at you. It cannot reject you. English is a tool. It's a voice. A friend. A bridge between you and the world. And when I stopped treating English like my enemy, and started treating it like my friend, everything started to change. How do you treat a friend? You talk to them. You listen to them. You're patient with them when they're not perfect. That's exactly what I started doing. I began talking to myself in English. Yes, it felt strange at first. But slowly it became powerful. I would wake up and say, "Good morning" to myself in the mirror. I would describe what I was doing. I'm brushing my teeth. I would say how I felt. I'm tired today. I'm excited for this video. No pressure. No judgment. Just a quiet conversation with myself. And something magical happened. English stopped being scary. It became familiar. It became kind. It became something I trusted. I started smiling while learning. Before, I would frown when I forgot a word. I would feel stupid. But now, I laugh. I say, that's okay. I'll try again tomorrow. I became patient with myself. I gave myself permission to make mistakes. You know, when we were babies learning our first language, we didn't worry about grammar. We didn't care if we used the wrong word. We just played with sounds. We smiled. We tried. That's how learning should feel. But school sometimes teaches us the opposite. It tells us, be perfect. Get 10 out of 10. Don't make a mistake. That mindset kills confidence. That mindset creates fear. But when I changed my mindset, I changed my relationship with English. I started saying to myself, I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be brave. I don't need to say a lot. I just need to say something. I'm not here to impress people. I'm here to express myself. And guess what? That new mindset gave me momentum. I wasn't learning English because I had to. I was learning because I wanted to. Because it felt good. Because I was growing. Every small sentence was a win. Every little word was a seed I planted in my brain. And with patience, those seeds started to grow. Some days were slow. Some days I didn't feel like speaking. But I didn't punish myself. Because that's what friends do. They forgive. They support. They stay. So my question to you is this. What is your relationship with English right now? Is it a fear? Or is it a friend? Because when you shift your mindset, you shift your whole experience. You stop hiding. You start trying. You stop comparing. You start growing. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. You just have to show up. Speak a little. Listen a little. Smile a lot. English is not here to judge you. It's here to help you. To open doors. To connect you with people. To give you confidence you didn't know you had. So try this today. Say one kind thing to yourself in English. Out loud. It could be, I'm proud of myself. Or, I'm learning every day. Or simply, I can do this. Speak to yourself like a friend. Because English is not your enemy. English is your companion, on this journey in this life. And the moment you treat it like a friend, that's the moment you stop feeling afraid. And that's when everything begins to change. Chapter 3. My 5-minute daily routine that made me fluent faster. Let me ask you something simple. Do you brush your teeth every day? Of course you do. It's a small thing. It doesn't take much time. You don't think about it, you just do it. It's part of your life. It's a habit. Now imagine if English became the same. No stress. No big study session. Just small moments. Every single day. That's what I discovered. And that's what changed everything. You see, I used to think I needed hours to learn English. I thought I had to sit with books and dictionaries for a long time to become fluent. But I never had time. And when I did sit down, I felt bored, confused, or overwhelmed. Then one day I decided to try something different. Instead of giving English 2 hours a week, I gave it 5 minutes a day. That's it. Just 5 minutes. But I did it every single day. And slowly, English stopped feeling like a subject. It became a part of my life. Let me show you exactly what I did. This is my 5-minute English routine. Anyone can do it. You can start today. Let's go step by step. Morning sentence, 1 minute. Right after waking up, before checking my phone, before brushing my teeth, I said one sentence in English out loud. Anything simple. Like, I feel good today. Today is a new day. I will speak English. This helped my brain wake up in English. It told my mind, this language matters to me. It also helped me start the day with purpose. With confidence. Listening to one English sentence while brushing teeth. 1 minute. While brushing, I played a short English audio. Maybe one sentence from a podcast or a video clip. I listened to the same sentence again and again for 60 seconds. I didn't try to understand every word. I just listened. For example, believe in yourself and anything is possible. That one line would play in my ears while brushing. It stuck in my mind. It became a part of me. Talking to the mirror. 1 minute. After getting ready, I stood in front of the mirror and talked to myself in English. Again, very simple. Just 2 or 3 sentences. Example. Today I will go to work. I will smile. I will learn. Looking at myself helped me build confidence. It felt real, like I was preparing to speak to the world. And it helped me feel less shy. Writing one line in my English journal. 1 minute. Before leaving the house or starting my day, I opened a small notebook and wrote one English sentence. Not a full diary. Just one line. Examples. I saw a dog outside. It's hot today. I am learning English and I feel proud. That writing became a record of my progress. A proof that I was improving, little by little. Ending the day with one English word. 1 minute. Before sleeping, I thought of one English word from my day. Just one. I would say it out loud and repeat it a few times. Happy. Learn. Strong. Then I'd use it in a simple sentence in my mind. I feel happy. It helped me end the day with English, softly, calmly. It became my language of rest. That's it. No grammar books. No long lessons. No pressure. Just 5 minutes broken into 5 small habits. But each one changed my brain. Each one made English part of my morning, my afternoon, and my night. And here's the powerful part. When you do something every day, your brain starts to accept it. It says, this is who I am now. I speak English. It becomes automatic, just like brushing your teeth. You don't need to force yourself. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. And let me tell you, this routine made me fluent faster. Not because I studied hard, but because I stayed connected. I lived with English even for a few minutes. I gave it space in my day, and in return it gave me confidence, fluency, and peace. So now I give this routine to you. Start tomorrow. Just 5 minutes. Say one sentence in the morning. Listen to one while brushing. Talk to yourself. Write one line. And end your day with one word. You can do this. And if you do, you'll feel it. That little shift in your brain. That small spark of, hey, this is working. This is your time. This is your path. This is your new habit. And it only takes 5 minutes. Chapter 4. The Secret Power of Easy English Sentences. Let me tell you something that changed the way I saw English forever. You don't need big words to speak big things. You don't need difficult vocabulary to express your heart. You just need clarity, not complexity. And sometimes, the simplest English sentences are the most powerful. When I first started learning, I thought I needed fancy words to sound smart. I used to search for difficult vocabulary thinking it would impress people. But in real conversations, my mind would freeze. I couldn't remember those big words. I would feel stuck, frustrated, silent. But then, something amazing happened. One day, I wrote a sentence in my notebook. I am learning. That's it. Just 3 simple words. But when I read it again, I felt something deep. I wasn't saying I was perfect. I wasn't pretending to be fluent. I was saying the truth. I am learning. It felt honest, beautiful, powerful. From that day, I started focusing on simple English. And I realized something important. Simple English is emotional. It's easy to understand, easy to speak, and it connects people faster. Think about these examples. I feel good today. I am tired. I like this place. I want to grow. These sentences are short, but they are full of meaning. They tell others how you feel, what you want, who you are. And most importantly, they help you understand yourself in English. Learning a language is not just about grammar rules or word lists. It's about learning how to live in that language. How to say what you feel, even if it's just a few words. And when you use simple English like this, your confidence grows. Why? Because you stop worrying about mistakes. You start focusing on connection. You feel proud of expressing something clearly, even if it's small. Let me show you how powerful easy English can be. Imagine this. You meet someone for the first time. You don't need to say, I am currently undergoing a process of linguistic development. You just need to say, I am learning English. And that's enough. It's clear. It's human. And it's true. You feel tired after a long day. You don't need to say, I am experiencing extreme exhaustion. Just say, I'm tired. That's it. And it works. You're talking to a friend and you want to encourage them. You don't need long sentences. Just say, you can do it. Those 4 words can give someone hope. That's the power of easy English. When you learn simple sentences like these, you are building real skills. You are building a language you can actually use in your life. You're not just studying, you're speaking, feeling, and connecting. Let me give you more easy sentences that I use daily. I am ready. This is my dream. I feel nervous, but I will try. Mistakes help me grow. I believe in myself. Can you feel it? These sentences are more than just grammar. They are emotional tools. They help you speak to the world. But more than that, they help you speak to yourself. Because sometimes, the most important conversation is the one you have with your own heart. And if you can do that in English, you've already won. Many learners think they need 2,000 words to start speaking. But here's the truth. You only need a few right words spoken with courage. So here's what I want you to do today. Choose 3 easy English sentences that speak to you. Write them down. Say them out loud. Say them in the mirror. Say them with a smile. Maybe start with, I can learn. I am not afraid. Today is my day. Feel how it changes your energy, your mindset, your belief. This is the secret power of easy English. It gives you freedom. Freedom to be yourself. Freedom to speak. Freedom to grow, without pressure, without fear. So fall in love with simple English. Don't wait to sound advanced. Start sounding real. Start sounding like you. Because you don't need to say a lot to say something meaningful. You just need a few words, spoken with heart. And I promise, when you speak with heart, people listen. Even if it's just one easy sentence. Chapter 5. How speaking alone made me brave. There was a time when I was afraid to speak English. Not because I didn't know the words, but because my voice would shake. My heart would beat fast. My brain would forget everything the moment someone looked at me. Maybe you know that feeling too. You study. You understand. But when it's time to speak, your mouth doesn't move. You feel stuck, frozen. Afraid of judgment. I thought I needed someone to practice with. A friend. A teacher. A conversation partner. But I didn't have one. No one around me spoke English. I didn't have the money to join an English course or the confidence to speak online. So one day I made a small decision. I stood in front of the mirror, and I spoke to myself. Just one sentence. I am learning English. It felt silly. Strange. I looked at my reflection and thought, what am I doing? But deep inside something felt right. I was finally using my English. I was giving myself permission to speak, without fear, without judgment, without anyone watching. The next day I did it again. I feel happy today. I will speak English. I believe in myself. And little by little, something started to change. I was no longer silent. I was speaking English, not to impress anyone but to grow. That mirror became my first conversation partner. And do you know what the mirror gave me? Confidence. I didn't need anyone to approve. I didn't need someone to say, good job, because I was the one encouraging myself. Every sentence I spoke to the mirror was a gift, a small win, a brick in the wall of my fluency. Soon I started talking to myself not just in front of the mirror but while walking down the street. Quietly, softly. I would describe what I saw. The sky is blue. There is a dog running. I feel tired today, but I'm okay. It was like I had an English friend in my pocket, and that friend was me. At first, I was shy even talking to myself. What if someone saw me? What if I sounded strange? But after a few days, I stopped caring. Because I realized something powerful. This is my journey. And I have the right to practice in my own way. And slowly, my fluency began to grow. Not in a classroom. Not in a group. But in silence. In private. In peace. This was the most unexpected part of my English journey. I thought fluency would come from talking to others. But before I could do that, I had to talk to myself. Before I could be brave in front of people, I had to be brave when I was alone. Speaking alone gave me power. It helped me train my mouth, hear my voice. I noticed my pronunciation. I corrected myself gently. No pressure. No judgment. Just me practicing with love. And when the time came, when I finally had to speak with someone in real life, I was ready. Because I had already spoken those words before. To myself. 100 times. They were not scary anymore. They were familiar. They were mine. So if you're watching this and thinking, I don't have a partner to practice English with, let me tell you the truth, you don't need one. You already have the best partner inside you, your own voice. Speak to yourself. In the mirror. In your room. In your head. Say simple things. Say how you feel. Say what you want. Say what you see. Each sentence you speak makes you stronger. Each moment you speak alone, you are becoming brave. Braver than before. Braver than most. And remember this, speaking English is not only about grammar. It's about courage. And sometimes the quietest practice gives you the loudest confidence. So here's my challenge to you today. Go to a mirror. Look into your eyes. And say one English sentence. Start small. Maybe, I will speak English. Or, I'm learning. I'm growing. Say it with love. Say it with pride. Because that small moment, just you and your voice, might be the moment that changes everything. Speaking alone made me brave. And I believe it can make you brave too. Chapter 6. English opened doors I never expected. Sometimes in life, we start something small, and we don't realize where it will lead. When I began learning English, I just wanted to feel confident. I wanted to understand movies. I wanted to order food without feeling nervous. I never thought it would change my life. But it did. In ways I never imagined. Let me take you back to the beginning. Remember when I said just one word, hello, to a tourist? That small word gave me confidence. Then I began treating English like a friend, not a fear. Then came the 5-minute routine, speaking, writing, listening every day. Then I fell in love with easy sentences like, I can do it, and I feel happy. And when I started speaking alone, to the mirror, to myself, I didn't know it, but I was becoming someone new. Someone stronger. Someone braver. Someone ready. And then something happened. A few months later, I saw a job opening online. It was a part-time customer support job for an international website. They needed someone who could write simple English emails and understand basic phone calls. Before I would have said, I'm not ready. But now I had spoken English daily. I had written sentences every morning. I had trained my brain. So I applied. I still remember my interview. It was on a video call. My heart was racing. But I breathed deeply and reminded myself, I don't need to be perfect. I just need to speak. The interviewer asked me a simple question. Why do you want this job? I smiled and said, because I love helping people. And I am learning English every day. I believe I can do this. That sentence, honest, simple, full of belief, got me the job. Yes, I got the job. Me, the person who once couldn't say a word in English. Me, the person who practiced alone in front of a mirror. Me, the person who once believed English was only for smart people. But English didn't just give me a job. It gave me something bigger. New dreams. New people. New life. At my job, I started talking to customers from different countries. One day, I got a message from a woman in Brazil. She said, your English is so clear. Thank you for helping me. I felt a wave of happiness. Not because of praise, but because I had truly connected with someone across the world. Me. In English. a language that once scared me. A few weeks later, I joined an online English group on Facebook. I shared my journey. I told people about my 5-minute routine. I wrote, I used to be afraid, but now I speak English every day. I didn't expect much, but hundreds of people liked the post. Some even messaged me saying, "Thank you. You gave me hope." And that's when I realized something beautiful. My small journey was inspiring others. My small steps were lighting the path for someone else. My voice in English was not just mine anymore. It was reaching others, helping them, encouraging them. That is the biggest door English opened for me, the door to purpose. I didn't just learn a language. I became someone who believes, someone who helps, someone who says, yes, I can, and so can you. Now I look back and smile. All those moments, the first, hello, the mirror practice, the small sentences, they weren't just exercises. They were seeds. And now they have grown into a forest of confidence, connection, and opportunity. And you know what the best part is? This can be your story too. Yes, you watching this right now. Maybe you're just starting. Maybe you're shy. Maybe you've made mistakes and feel like giving up. But I'm here to tell you, keep going. Because English will open doors you never expected. Not just jobs. Not just travel. But new friends. New thoughts. New dreams. English is more than a language. It's a path to a bigger life. So walk it. Step by step. Word by word. Smile by smile. Your story is just beginning. And I believe, truly, that it's going to be beautiful. Now it's your turn. This video gave you real, simple tips to change your life with English. But remember, tips only work when you take action. Watching is not enough. You have to do something. Right now. Don't scroll to the next video. Don't wait for tomorrow or next week or the perfect time. There is no perfect time. The perfect time is now. So do something brave. Write one small sentence in the comments. Say, I will start today. Say, English is my new friend. Say, I believe in myself. Say anything, just take that first step. Because that small action can change everything. I will read your comment. I will support you. You're not alone. And if this video helped you, even a little, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and join our beautiful learning family. We're here to grow together, learn together, and support each other every single day. Your journey has already begun. You've taken the first step just by watching. Now keep walking. I'm here with you. Always.